Let's go with the question. So the first question is to reverse an array. Perfect. So let's see. So we will get an input from the user like this. Array equals to 1, 2, 3, and I have to reverse it. Array equals to 3, 2, 1. Perfect. That means if I have the index element of the first 0, 1, 2, then the last element should be my first element. Then my second element should be my second element, and my my first element should be my last element. So basically, I have to reverse my array. Cool. Usually, these questions being asked into like Atlassian. And if I remember about Atlassian, then Sprinkler, Morgan Stanley, like these companies, okay? Specifically for product-based companies. Cool. Now let's move ahead. How can we do it, right? So first analogy is there. Let's make the array, right? So guys, how can we do it? Let's say if we go list equals to integer input, enter the length of the array to be saved like this, then make an empty array, and length, make an empty array. So that we can put our elements inside it. Perfect. After that, for I in range, take the length. And also now let's take the input from the user. And we will put that into our list.append. Perfect. So what's happening here, guys? We are using a loop to put input elements from the user into our empty list. See, let's go back to it. Now, guys, print list. And inside we have to take the element that we are taking from the user. Cool, guys, let's see. Enter the length of the array. I will just say 5, 10, 2, 50, 13, 14. See, guys, now we got our list. Perfect. Now we have to reverse it. This is, guys, the first one. The input from the user. Now, guys, take reverse the array. Reverse the array. Perfect, guys. So for the reversing the array, we have to do take the list, or let's suppose make a new list. Reverse list equals to empty array. Now, guys, start with for I in range. Now, guys, we have to start from the last index, okay, which will be length -1 till -1 -1. Okay. Now, guys, in this thing, we will put our elements into our reverse list. Okay. And inside that thing, we will just say, what should I say? Yep, list I, and then print reverse list. Let's see it, guys, how it works. Enter the length of the array: 5, 10, 20, 30, 5, 6. See, guys. Sixth was our last element. It became first element. Second last become the second element. Third element becomes the third element. And second element becomes second last. And our first element becomes last element. So this is how, guys, we reverse the array. Reverse the array. And how it is working. So what's happening here? We just made a new list. Inside that, we are putting our elements, like, see, dot append, right? And guys, the 19th line, you can say length -1, -1, -1, which means, guys, we are starting with the last index, this index, and we are going back like this by degrading -1. Then, guys, again last, degrading -1, again to, guys, previous, moving backward. Perfect. And it out, guys. Clear? As we know about the for loops, the concept behind for loop. Perfect. Clear? Our next question is, guys, let's suppose if in theoretical way, the interview asks you that, hey, in Python, how do I modify a string? For example, if there is a string, okay, hello world. Okay, now if I want to make this thing like string, I want to modify this element. Let's suppose, guys, because see, in Python, we can access the string elements perfectly. String equals to hello world. Perfect. If I just say print string, guys, it will print hello world. Now, if I want to specifically access L, so it will start with this thing, HELLO world. Perfect. And it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect, guys. And if I want to access L, right? L comes on the second position. Cool, guys. So it will be like this. So I will just use brackets and 2. Let me just see if it runs or not. Yes, guys. So it is printing L here on the terminal. Now, the question was come back in here. How do I modify a string? Let's suppose I want to add something else in the place of L, right? I want to add something else. For example, I want to make it hell, no, not like that. Let's suppose I say HELILO, Helilio word. Okay, I can't do it. We can't do it because, guys, strings are immutable in Python. Just like tuples, we know, right? Tuples are immutable. Similarly, guys, in Python, strings are immutable. Okay. In most situations, you should simply construct a new string from the various parts you want to assemble it from. work with them as a list, turn them into a strings only when they need. Right, guys? So instead of writing this, we can say that let's make a new string. New string equals to hello. Okay, hello world. Perfect. Now, guys, let's do one thing. Let's save it as a list. So I will just say save equals to list new string. Perfect. And let's, guys, print save. Now, guys, we got our string as a list. Cool. Our string is converted into list. Now, if I want to edit specifically or modify any character or any word or any alphabets or multiple alphabets, then I can, guys, use the mutability option available in the list. So save to equals to I. Okay, I, and print save. Now I see here we wanted yep, halo. Right, guys? See, we just moved our update. We just updated our element with I here. And now, guys, if I want to move back to convert into string, I will just typecast it like updated string or like new string equals to str, typecasting that we know. Save. Now, guys, we have our string as back. Now, guys, if I want to move back, if I want to convert my string, sorry, if I want to convert my list into string, right, I have to say new string equals to like this, colons, double quote, sorry, and then join save. Cool. If now, guys, if I print new string, guys, see, we got our string as back. So, guys, if I want to modify a string, I can't do it. I have to convert that into a list, use the list to update any element, and then, guys, convert back into string. Perfect. Because, guys, strings are immutable in Python. Clear, guys? Thank you so much. Guys, our next question is find the minimum and maximum element in an array. For example, let's suppose we have a list 3, 5, 4, 1, 9. Perfect. Inside that, guys, we have a list. Okay, inside that, guys, we have elements. Now I want to find the minimum element. Okay, and maximum element. Cool. Minimum element and maximum element. For example, guys, the maximum element is 9 and minimum element is 1. So how can we do it, guys? First of all, the same thing, right? Let's take n equals to integer input, enter the length of the list. Inside that, guys, we have empty list, okay, and for I in range n take equals to integer input, because we have to take input from the user, and then we have to put again inside the list dot append the input that we have took. Perfect. Then guys, we can print that up. Oh, let's suppose directly it is perfect. We know about it. So let's not time waste here. So to take input from the user. Now let's talk about the next thing. To find max and minimum element. Perfect, guys. So inside that thing, we have talk about yes, max element will be equals to the first element of the list. We are assuming that the first element is the max element and minimum element is the first element as well. So guys, let's start with max element. So for I in range n, okay, if max element is less than equal to list of I, then guys, max will be updated to my list of I. Perfectly. Similarly, guys, max, min, and max element. Similarly, guys, if min element is less than equal to list of I, not, oh sorry, it's greater than, then my minimum element will be equal to list of I. Perfect. Now guys, print min, print max. Perfect. Let's see, guys. Length of the list, I will say 5, 3, 5, sorry, 5, 1, 9. Okay, let me just write it down perfectly. The minimum element is the maximum element is cool. Let's try again, guys. Sorry. 5. Okay, then what was the question? 22, 14, 8, 17, 35. Oh, those three. See, guys, here 35 is the maximum element and 8 is the smallest one. Smallest or minimum. Okay. And it is maximum or largest number. So what's happening here, guys? So first of all, we took the minimum and maximum from the array. We suppose that, hey, 22 is our minimum element and 22 is also a maximum element. Then we were comparing 22 with 14, 8, 17, 35, and we are checking if 22 is less than equal to the rest of the elements. And then we were comparing 22 is greater than equal to rest of the elements. If it happens, then it will become the rest of the element, and this cycle will be continued throughout our list journey. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.